Imagine solving the hardest mathematics problems while completely blind. He didn't just see numbers, he felt them, he breathed them, he fought with them. He wrote over 900 papers, created entire fields of mathematics from memory. When the world looked away, he saw farther than anyone before him. He was mocked. He was warned. He was blinded. And still, he would not stop. This is the story of the most powerful mind the world tried to forget. A man who couldn't see, but made the world see forever. They called Basel a city of God, a city of rules, of rituals, of silence. But inside a small house on a quiet hill, a boy was listening to something else. Not hymns, not sermons. He heard something hidden in the world, numbers. His father was a pastor, a strict one. He wanted his son to preach, to pray, to obey. But Leonhard, he didn't want obedience. He wanted logic. He wanted to understand the why and the how. And he'd do anything to find it. While others slept, he calculated. While others prayed, he proved. He wasn't memorizing answers. He was building a secret world from scratch. Geometry, algebra, pure thought. This was his church now. His father saw the numbers, and he saw something worse. A path that didn't follow the Bible, something dangerous, something bold. But Leonhard didn't flinch. He didn't ask for permission. He simply said, "This is who I am." He knocked on the door of a legend. Johann Bernoulli, genius, mathematician, titan. And the old man took one look and saw a storm, not a student, not a prodigy, a future. Bernoulli gave him a problem meant to break him, one no boy could solve. But Euler didn't just solve it, he flipped it, invented a better way, a cleaner path, in minutes. Silence fell, and then a single whisper, "He's faster than me." He wrote to the kings of mathematics, to Paris, to Berlin, to the world. "This boy is different," he wrote. "He sees what others miss. He feels the mathematics." And that's when the world learned the name, Leonhard Euler. He turned his back on the pulpit, on tradition, on safety, and walked straight into the unknown, not to preach truth, to find it. This was not the end of his childhood, it was the beginning of his legend. Russia called, and it wasn't just an invitation, it was a command from the empire itself. Peter the Great had died, but his dream lived on, a city of science, a kingdom of mathematics, and they wanted him to build it. This wasn't Basel. This was frost and fire, power and secrets. St. Petersburg, a city built in a swamp ruled from a throne. And here, Euler wasn't a boy genius. He was alone, in a foreign empire, with one weapon, his mind. A fire ripped through the academy. Years of science, gone in minutes. But Euler didn't run. He grabbed what he could. He saved what mattered. Not medals, not honors, equations, notes, formulas no one else could write. They gave him a problem of war. Fix the aim, save the powder, win the battle. And he did what generals couldn't. He made mathematics into a weapon. One equation, one formula. And Russian cannons hit harder, farther, faster. Fame brought him to the court, but power is colder than numbers. They smiled at his genius, but mocked his simplicity. He didn't dance, he didn't drink, he only calculated, and that made them nervous. Years of squinting, studying, solving in shadows, it caught up with him. His right eye, gone, painful, permanent. Most men would stop. Euler did the opposite. He sped up. They said infinity couldn't be touched. Euler said, watch me. He bent it, shaped it, summed it. Infinity plus 1 equals infinity. It made them furious. But he wasn't guessing. He saw patterns they didn't. To him, infinity wasn't fantasy, it was fact. This one line, it changed everything. A circle, an imaginary number, a constant that never ends, all in perfect balance. It wasn't just math, it was art, and it stunned the world. They thought he would slow down, go blind, fade away. But they forgot one thing: Euler didn't need eyes, he had vision. He'd lost both eyes, 2 black voids where vision used to live. But somehow, the mathematics got clearer. He didn't see formulas anymore. He felt them. Every curve, every angle, every proof. In his head, like stars locked in orbit. Most men write a few papers in a lifetime. Euler wrote one every week. Blind, sick, tired, didn't matter. Algebra, optics, fluid motion, music theory. If it had a pattern, he cracked it. If it had a rule, he rewrote it. Planets moved, tides shifted, comets came and went. But to Euler, they weren't mysteries, they were calculations. He didn't chase the stars, he predicted them. Gravity, light, momentum. The sky spoke numbers, and he spoke back. D'Alembert said Euler was wrong. Too bold, too wild, too simple. But Euler didn't argue. He calculated. He proved and proved and proved again, until even his enemies ran out of ink. He loved once, deeply. Her name was Katerina. She was his anchor in the storm. And when she passed, the numbers didn't stop, but they got colder. He didn't just write formulas. He invented how we write them. F of x pi ei, it was all him. The way mathematics looks today, that was Euler's pen. His symbols, his logic, his legacy. They told him God and mathematics don't mix. That reason kills belief. But Euler smiled and said there is order in everything, and not fear, not chaos, a design. And he spent his life decoding it. One moment he was talking about the moon. The next he was gone. Just like that. No pain, no fear, a flash, then peace. But the numbers didn't stop. They echo. Through science, through time, through every formula we still use today, Euler never left. He just spread out. It's just one line, 5 symbols, but it holds the universe. EI pi, 1, 0. Together they describe motion, rotation, vibration, harmony. Euler didn't just write it, he unlocked it. And now, it runs everything. Every launch, every orbit, every planet we visit runs through Euler. His equations guide rockets like they guide rivers. He calculated drag, lift, spin before we had engines. Now we just follow the path he drew 300 years ago. Streaming, AI encryption, it all runs on mathematics, and Euler is in the walls. Fourier transforms, graph theory, probability. Everything digital still bends to his rules. You've never seen his face, but he's in your phone, your bank, your brain. Blood flow, neural networks, medicine. Euler's mathematics isn't stuck in textbooks. It's saving lives. Doctors may not know his name, but they use his work every hour of every day. We use Euler to send messages across galaxies, to simulate black holes, to model time itself. His mathematics doesn't just describe what we know, it tells us what might be next. AI, quantum logic, virtual worlds. The mathematics at the edge of the possible still uses Euler's tools. Why? Because they work, they always did, they always will. He lived in a world of candles, ink and war. He died in 1783, but his mind never stopped. It scattered into the world like sparks and lit the systems we live by today. Euler isn't in the past. He's in the math behind the moment you're in right now. One man, one formula, one idea that nothing, not blindness, not borders, not time, could stop. He didn't just solve problems, he changed reality. He was Leonhard Euler, and his equation is still running. If this story moved you, even a little, please consider liking the video, especially our loyal subscribers who see it first. It really helps the algorithm share it with more people who might need to hear it. And if it didn't resonate with you, we'd still love to hear your thoughts. Honest feedback helps us improve and make better content. If you'd like to see more stories like this, you know where to find us. You can also reach out on social media. Links are on the screen and in the description. We'd love to connect. Thanks for being here. Stay thoughtful, stay curious.